Tell me about the situation. Tell me about the situation with Benzino. What happened with Benzino's
Situation.
publishing?
Which one?
I think the Source Greatest Hits, right? Oh no, the Hip Hop Hits.
Oh yeah. The hip hop hits. The hip hop hits. I mean, with that, he came out with 13, 14 projects on
Universal.
under the Universal flagship, but they only put like 3, 4, 5 projects on his royalty statement. So, you know, basically I was like, where are the other projects? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Like, I think after that Eminem situation he had with Eminem, I just really think that he just took his paperwork, he just threw it up in the air and said, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta realize Eminem paid at that point, he was paying most of the bills in the building. He was keeping the lights on over at Universal. You know what I'm saying? And they picked favorites. You know, Benzino got the case dismissed. I think Iveen and them had to pay his lawyer fees. And they caught an attitude and got emotional over it and threw the paperwork up in there. You know what I'm saying?
So what were you able to discover from that? Like, did he get his money?
Well, I mean, one time I was supposed to get him like 80-something thousand, and then they kind of ran off on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still a situation that I'm pursuing. You know what I'm saying? And trying to work on. I just spoke to some people yesterday about it. So, I mean, like, man, this whole game is catch me if you can. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been made this way for years. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody trying to fix it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping that we could prevail on that end. Yeah, because it's shady business. You know what I'm saying? And I think more than him having a cross-collateralized contract where they take from one project from another, that one that's unrecouped and the other one isn't, and they'll take, from a recouped project to pay back the part on the project that's unrecouped. And then they put him in the negative, saying that he might owe like $1.2 million or something like that. But then if you put in the other projects in there, the other 8 projects in there, then all of a sudden he'd be in the black because everything would be paid. You know what I'm saying? And, they're just making it the hard way for him to get his money. And, I gotta be, bigger, stronger, smarter to supersede that situation for him.
Right. That situation you're talking about, though, makes sense because Benzino said that when he wanted to put out those racist Eminem tapes, that he had a meeting with Jimmy Iovine, and Jimmy Iovine was like, I'll give you a deal for the Source and a deal for you. It'd be a couple $1 million or something like that if you don't put it out.
He got a 50-50 joint venture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like,
I just read the paperwork 2 nights ago.
They, obviously because he ended up putting it out, like they fucked him over.
Oh, that paperwork. I'm talking about the original deal. Okay, well, okay. I do know what you're saying about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Benzino say that before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Benzino, man. You got a relationship with him?
Yeah, I've known him for some years. Absolutely. I've, helped him out, chopped up some money with him before and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.